she's saying the symptoms is bloated and feeling full and not being able to go to the bathroom for some days. Yeah, if you're constipated, you're gonna feel very bloated and full, and it's a horrible feeling. Other days I get lots of flatulence and sometimes stools are fine. Yeah, so if you're getting like flatulence, that can be you're eating a certain food that you might be intolerant to, or you're eating more sugars. Oh, excuse me. Or you're eating more sugars, and then them sugars are feeding that infection or overgrowth, and then fermenting and giving off gas, which creates a flatulence. You said sometimes stools are fine, sometimes looser, not watery though. Yeah, so that shows that you've got an imbalance in your intestines. If you're going from like constipation to looser stools to having flatulence, that shows that there's an imbalance in your intestines that you need to get rid of. So whether it's parasite infection, fungal infection, viral infection, and or bacterial overgrowth that's creating this imbalance in your intestines. Some get stomach gripes sometimes, and sometimes tenderness in the upper right part of the stomach. Yeah, it's very common for people to get tenderness up there. And that can either be the upper right part, can either be the that can be the large intestine there, as your large intestine goes around there, or it can also be your small intestine when it's there as well. But either way, the Qenda will help deal with that. I got bitten and contracted Chiguana, cannot spell it, in the Maldives a year and a half ago, and now suffer with post-virus arthritis. Yeah, like I said, it's always virus, funguses, bacteria or parasites. And I have sigmoid diverticulitis. I've had tests for Crohn's and IBS, and they're both negative. Yeah, that's a problem when you have these tests. Like, they don't really show anything a lot of the time. I've had people that have had full-on IBD symptoms, like inflammatory bowel disease symptoms, and the doctors just say the tests are normal. Like, I was pooing blood for a year and I had diarrhea for 3 or 4 years before the doctors even. I just straight said to the doctor, I was like, look, you tell me I haven't got cancer, because I've been pooing blood for the last year. I had diarrhea for 4 years or 3 years, whatever it is, and I was like, you tell me I don't have cancer. And then that finally got him to book his ideas up and book me in for colonoscopy, and then that's when they saw all the ulcerations and stuff. But just because the colonoscopy comes back fine, it doesn't mean that you're fine. I have a lot of people. Excuse me. I have a lot of people that say that the doctors can't see anything on their tests, but then they feel terrible and they've got all these symptoms and they don't feel like themselves, which is obviously what's happening here. I'm currently waiting for a colonoscopy and endoscopy. Huh, yeah, just said about that. I take Vit D and B complex, magnesium and slippery elm, looking to fix it. Yeah, so like you said there, like you've got viral infections, definitely a factor in there. So you're already having magnesium, which is important. Vitamin D, if you're not getting outside and not getting enough daylight, maybe you do need vitamin D. If you're having vitamin D, make sure you have vitamin D with K2, because it helps absorb it. B complex, yeah, maybe that helps and gives you energy when you feel it. Magnesium's important. Slippery elm is also good. That's one of the 30 ingredients in Qenda, and one of the 3 best herbs for healing a damaged leaky gut, a damaged intestinal lining. So yeah, on the side of the viral infection that you've got, I definitely recommend having vitamin C. Like, you can get it as non-GMO ascorbic acid. You can get it in liposomal form of vitamin C. That will really just help your immune system. It'll really help your immune system. And then, because you're feeling constipated and you've been constipated, then you have days when it's looser. You definitely want to get on the Qenda Ultimate Fibre. It'll bring out all that impacted feces, because when you're constipated and the feces is inside the intestines, it just squashes against the intestinal wall. So that's why people go for colonics. But if you do the Qenda Ultimate Fibre, that's going to actually bring out all the impacted feces, which is stuck on the intestinal lining of the wall. It also goes to like a jelly-like consistency, so when you drink it on an empty stomach, it goes down into the stomach and it can reach all the pockets and areas of the intestines where that diverticulitis is happening, and it can take out whatever infections in there that's creating your issues. Qenda also has a lot of antiviral foods in there, stuff like licorice, turmeric, I can't remember them all off the top of my head, dandelion, but yeah, it's got a lot of antiviral herbs in there as well, which will help manage this viral infection. And then lastly, I'd probably, if your budget allows it, I'd definitely do Qenda Ultimate Fibre as the main one, because I suffered with Epstein-Barr virus, and when you've got Epstein-Barr virus, it is sort of an ongoing thing. Virus is the one thing that you can't really get out the body. They say viruses come in and it's like an upgrade to your body. It's like, you know, when you get a software update on your computer, it comes in and it updates your body and it's never the same afterwards. So when it comes to viral infections, L-lysine, have L-lysine, and you can have vitamin C as well. That helps the immune system, and the L-lysine stops the replication of the virus inside your body. And then a lot of the herbs inside Qenda, at least 10 of them, have antiviral foods. And then also the Qenda will bring out that impacted feces and help balance that intestinal lining and get it back into balance. It's also great for joint health as well, so you'll feel a difference in your arthritis. Did you say you had arthritis? Yeah, virus arthritis. So you'll feel a difference in your arthritis at the same time as well. But yeah, Qenda Ultimate Fibre, it'll change your life. I recommend 6 or 7 tubs over 3 to 4 months, but by all means, if you want to get started with 1 tub, yeah, get started with that. That's 25 servings, so you'll definitely feel a difference on that. Feel a difference in your joints. It'll help with the constipation and bring out all that impacted feces. It'll help calm your body down and get out whatever's knocking it so out of balance. So hopefully that helps, Ems. And then lastly, we've got one here from Anonymous.